U.S. President Joe Biden criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday.
I think that Vladimir Putin finds himself in an incredibly difficult position. And what it reflects to me is it seems his only tool available to him is to brutalize individual citizens.
Putin ordered all of Russia to support the war effort in Ukraine on Wednesday. And in Strasbourg, the European Parliament chose the people of Ukraine as the 2022 winners of the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought. Iranian competitive climber Elnaz Rakabi has returned to Tehran after competing in South Korea without wearing the mandatory headscarf required of all female athletes from the Islamic Republic. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma reports.
Video shared online has shown large crowds at the airport chanting Rekabi's name and calling her a hero. Rekabi adds she came back to Iran with peace of mind, although she went through a lot of tension and stress. So far, thank God, she says, nothing has happened. Supporters and Farsi language media outside of Iran have worried about Rekabi's safety after she'd apparently chosen to compete without the hijab. The Iranian government has routinely pressured activists, often airing what rights groups describe as coerced confessions on state television. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
U.S. prosecutors on Wednesday charged 5 Russian nationals for sanctions evasions and other charges for shipping military technologies bought from U.S. manufacturers to Russian buyers, some of which ended up on the battlefield in Ukraine. Federal prosecutors said the electronic components purchased included semiconductors, radars, and satellites. Human rights activists have criticized a plea deal that let French cement maker Lafarge settle charges over payments to Islamic State and other groups that are designated as terrorists by the United States. Reuters' Julian Satterswaite reports.
On Tuesday, U.S. officials said the firm would pay $778 million in fines and other penalties. That after it pleaded guilty to making payments to IS and other groups designated as terrorists by Washington. U.S. Attorney Breon Peace said Lafarge's behavior was unacceptable.
This sentence is well deserved because in 2013 and 2014, Lafarge made a deal with the devil. Foreign terrorists who pledged to and in fact did harm the United States.
U.S. prosecutors say Lafarge and its Syrian subsidy paid almost $6 million to Islamic State and other groups. That was to allow its employees, customers and suppliers through checkpoints operated by the militants.
Julian Satterswaite of Reuters News. Experts say record-breaking floods in Australia are allowing mosquitoes to thrive, increasing the risk of spreading diseases. Communities across 3 states have in recent days been hit by flooding, and more torrential rain is forecast this week. Phil Mercer has more.
Associate Professor Cameron Webb from the New South Wales Health Department told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation that recent flooding increases the risk of Japanese encephalitis infection. The virus moves between mosquitoes and water birds. Pigs too can also harbour the virus. The illness it causes can be mild, but in some cases, patients can suffer seizures. Experts have said that fewer than 1% of people infected will develop a severe brain condition called encephalitis, which can be fatal. Phil Mercer for VOA News.
The World Health Organization says the 8 most recent Ebola cases reported during the outbreak in Uganda have no known links with current patients. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus told reporters more than 660 contacts are currently under active follow-up.
Our primary focus now is to support the government of Uganda to rapidly control and contain this outbreak, to stop it spreading to neighboring districts and neighboring countries.
There have been 60 confirmed and 44 deaths during this latest outbreak. Mexican activists have filed a criminal complaint at the International Court of Justice, arguing authorities cooperated with or allowed drug cartels to abduct people who are never seen again.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.